Good day, everyone, and I hope you're having a good week. Today, I thought I would talk about books. We could go on forever on that topic, couldn't we? And isn't it continue to be the truth that books comfort us, they help us, they bring such joy to us? How lucky we are that we love books. How about this for a quote? This is from Cicero. If you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. Isn't that the truth? Perfect time of the year for it, a beautiful day out there today. Did you know that the Library of Congress has a wonderful web page, and on it they have a department called Center of the Book? You would love it. They have videotapes of discussions with wonderful authors like Stephen King. They have book lists. They feature different books that won prizes for the year, young adult children, and also adult different genres. It's a wonderful page. Check that out. There's a wonderful author called Nicholas Blynes. He is a writer for the New York Times. I know a little bit about him because he lived in the Worcester area, where I spent a lot of time too. He writes about books. I love the titles of some of his books. Every book, its reader. The power of the printed word to shape the word to shape the world. How about this one? A gentle madness. How about this? A splendor of letters. The permanence of books in an impermanent world. Isn't that the truth? And probably my favorite title of one of his books is Among the Gently Mad. That's us, for sure. I pulled out just a few books. We could go on forever on this topic. But is there a better writer than Geraldine Brooks? This book of hers won the Pulitzer Prize. It's called People of the Book. And it follows a precious Hebrew manuscript from one of the early centuries, and how it was preserved by many, many people over the centuries. It's a wonderful, wonderful book. She's just a brilliant writer. May I recommend this one to you? This book by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, I think I'm saying his name right, The Shadow of the Wind. Mr. Zafón is a writer from Spain. He's a very popular writer internationally. This book won all kinds of prizes, and it is a little science fiction in it also. Very imaginative book. I think you would enjoy this very much. A very popular new book is called The End of Your Life Book Club, written by a very good magazine and newspaper writer. And it's the story of his time with his mother at the end of her life. She loved books. He did also. And the books they read helped them through that very difficult time. We have it in CD. Perhaps you'd like to listen to it. Are there better books than these? Reading Lolita in Tehran. Wonderful book. The power of books to overcome any of life's difficulties or tyranny. A wonderful book. Did you ever read this one? The Bookseller of Kabul. Fascinating. Talks about life in Afghanistan, how this spunky bookseller, an amazing man, and his love of books keeps him going. He's not the nicest character in the world, but he does love his books. Another very popular new one is Tolstoy and the Purple Chair. My Year of Magical Reading. This is a wonderful book written by a young author who suffered the loss of her sister. And the year following her sister's death, she looked to books to console her, to give her a way through her troubles. At the end of the book, she lists all the books she read during that year. You might want to take a look at it and see if you'd be interested in reading any she suggests. Can we talk about love of books without talking about banning books? One of the prize winners for young people in Connecticut last year or this year banned this book. It's a very clever, uplifting book about young students taking matters into their own hands. Very good. And of course, where would any of us be without having read Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury? Timeless classic, don't we know that? On a fun note though, who wouldn't want to read this book? A bibliophile mystery. Doesn't this look wonderful? Books of a Feather by Kate Carlisle. Beautiful library, nice little cat in it, nice little bird. Who wouldn't want to read this and have your mind escape for a while? Again, don't we love books? Haven't they helped us through this so much? And next week, I thought we would talk about online libraries and museums of the world that have beautiful web pages or activities for adults or children. This is a wonderful Smithsonian book for young people, and it talks about building the African American Museum in Washington, D.C., one of the nation's newest. So that's what we'll be talking about next week, and we will get through this. You have a good week. Take care.